Yo, yo. Salute to everybody making their way in. Let's put this out. Shout out to everybody coming in the chat. Salute, y'all. Okay, let's get this out. Everybody, please like the video and share on your way in. I got to start reminding myself to say that a little bit more often. We need y'all support as always. Man, you talk about a long weekend. If y'all knew how much hours of sleep I probably got over the last 3 days, and I'm telling you. Oh man. So I don't be want to put it over here because then I gotta reach around this. So whatever. It is what it is. What's up, y'all? Appreciate y'all. Everybody's coming in. We're gonna talk about all the battles, all the battlers, some behind the scenes. We're gonna talk about the event. We're gonna talk about some of the things that happened during the event. We're gonna talk about why almost every media outlet's like, yo, AR, you gotta come talk about this right now. All right. Convo with K. See you. Bugsy Two Bang said, dopest card. Thank you. Fidel Castro's dropping his Murder Mook and Big K scorecard. Pretty Rasta says, great event last night. Thank you so much for that. See you, Tanya. Shout out to Tanya. Event was fire. Thank you, Jax89. You hear it in my voice a little bit still. East Coast B said, fire event. Thank you. K. I'm trying not to read those out loud. I'm trying not to. I don't want to. Everything is fresh. I can't be talking to winners and losers. I'm gonna fuck around and get in trouble. I will more and more, but not tonight. I'm not gonna talk about winners and losers tonight, but we will address a lot. ARP got the culture going crazy. I appreciate that. Bari Dot. I hope that's in a good way. Kyle Langford, non-biased, LOL. Yeah, I'm trying not to be. I don't want to be compromised. We felt that the car from here. We felt the car from here. Wait, what was that? My bad. I'm sorry. We felt that card from here in New Zealand. Shot RBE. Thank you, DJ. What's up? I appreciate that. That's dope. Shout out to everybody in New Zealand. Johnson Beck, MVP, Lady J, runner up, MVP, Big K. I'm going to talk about Big K and Lady J. At ARP, you could read my comments. Can you read my comments, gang? I just did. No way, Jose. Salute RBE, RSS. Damn, my voice is, yeah. I feel it. How do you continue to manage to put on random matchups together and turn out awesome? You gotta believe. Appreciate that, G Dobson. Salute ARP, a reasonable person. LOL. Salute. I missed it because I was watching WWE Backlash. I'm out the loop on that. Columbus, Ohio, 614. What up? I see everybody keep coming in. Please hit the like button and share. All right, let's jump into this. I'm not in a rush, but at the same time, I don't want to give y'all a super duper long stream. If we're here for a couple, then it is what it is. But I ain't trying to keep y'all all night for some of the stuff y'all want to hear about from me. I'm hearing it. I'm seeing it. Talk about this person's third round. Talk about this matchup. Talk about this person being on the event. Period. Talk about this lady. Right, that's kind of like a double, Lady J. All types of shit, right? We're gonna get into all of it. Big K versus Hollow would be dope. I see that, Chris B. I think that's a crazy matchup. All right. ARP, where do you get your gym equipment? I forget where I ordered my shit from, to be honest. Super Sicko said Coach went off. Shout out to Coach. You tried it. Got the popcorn. All right, let's go, y'all. First and foremost, pardon my even slower pace right now. I'm tired. Super tired. I had a great time. This weekend. Thursday was a long day for me. Friday, I think we was at the press conference till like 2:00 in the morning. Literally like 2:00 in the morning. And then up fresh and early. I'm one of the earlier guys in general, but I also got to be at the venue real early, get a lot of stuff in order. Then got the event. It's over by Saturday evening. Back to the hotel, change of clothes, freshen up, go to the club for the after party. Up again this morning, bright and early. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I'm kind of delayed. You drinking Coke? LOL. Doesn't Coke speed people up? Isn't that the reputation of Coke? I don't do drugs. I don't do a single drug. I've never had a pill. I'm not into any of that shit. Never done Coke. I've never smoked weed a single time in my life. I smoked a cigarette like once or twice as a little kid out of curiosity. I'm not into drugs. But what I got here in front of me is red wine. Outside of if I'm going to like an event, like a party or a club, or I don't know, somebody's gathering or something like that, like, you know, a social type of situation, you know, you can find a couple things in my glass. But if I'm at the crib, I don't drink hard liquor at the crib, nothing like that. Like I'm not that type of person. If I'm up to it, I try to stick to wine, a little bit healthier. You know what I'm saying? So, but I'm not really a big drinker like that anyway. So, but that's what it is, Jeremiah. It's just red wine. So yeah, that's why I'm feeling dragged right now as I'm talking. I'm looking at, I was like, I've been here and I didn't say nothing yet. Like, fucking tired, man. I'm fucking tired of shit. I got to get to a bunch of thank yous first. Thank you to the fans and all the supporters. Of course, we thank them every time. I met a lot of people. I meet new people every event. I meet a lot of people that, you know, they fly from out of state, and you know, people tell me, yo, I've driven, you know, states away or X amount of hours to get here. I meet so many people at these events, and I never take that for granted. You know, I shake a lot of hands. I take a lot of pictures. I stop and I try to give time to so many. Even when I'm in a rush, I try to give people that time to show them the appreciation that they've been giving us sometimes from afar over the years. That's just how I am. And I don't know, man. I feel like I'm about to have like a real honored moment right now. It's something that I'll never get used to. I'll never get used to how many people appreciate and respect RBE. I'll never get used to it. You know what I'm saying? Like when I meet people and the amount of admiration that they have, the amount of love that they have, the amount of respect. You know what I'm saying? It's like I could never get used to it. It still shocks me to this day. We 10 years. August makes 10 years. And it's like I'll meet people, and the things that people say to me when I meet them face to face, like the supporters and whatnot, I just be like, yo, that's crazy. Thank you. Like I don't know what else to say to a lot of these people. It's like it'd be genuine. It's like sound like the same answer, but it's because it's the same type of feeling. I mean, like, thank you, appreciate it. But I always try to give people time. I had one homie. I wish I remember this name. All right. It's origami. It's origami, right? Right. So if you know what origami is, it's like I guess folded up paper, like in like art. You know what I'm saying? So some people like know how to fold paper up to make things. So this is for my video gaming heads. And when I say that, my video gaming heads might be able to guess it. Right. So I had one of the supporters, and I've seen him at a bunch of our events before. We've met before. And, you know, we was talking, he was like, yo, you know, I appreciate you. And thank you once again. And as we're talking, and he goes into his back pocket and he pulls this out. And he's like, I made this for you because I seen a joint that you was doing talking about video games. So if you know Final Fantasy 7, you know what this is. And I guess if you pay attention to even small stuff that's not battle rap related, you probably seen me say on my joint before that Final Fantasy 7 is my favorite video game of all time. So somebody like made this for me. You know what I'm saying? I was just like, yo, that's like it's small to people, but that's like dope. Like somebody just take time out their day to show you love like that. I'm gonna keep going because I just want to show wild appreciation for y'all for a second before I get into all the stuff that y'all want to hear. Sailor Mars, I appreciate the super chat. Salute RBE for always providing quality content. And thank y'all for y'all support in our ideas, our creativity, and our grinds. Appreciate that. Hold on, I think I missed another super, y'all. My bad. Cedric Revel, appreciate the super. The dog strikes again. 757 stand up. Thank you for the support, homie. Thank you for the super. Peep this. So now I guess I got my own pop for. So I guess that's another thing that came from my lives is people know that I got a bunch of collectible pops that I think are gonna collect value in time. You know what I'm saying? And Low got a pop done for me. You know what I'm saying? I got my own pop. And he got himself, you know what I'm saying, for me as well. I think that's kind of crazy. I'm wearing this hat right now, and I didn't do it to match the pop. Y'all see me wear this fucking hat a million times when I'm doing my podcast, right? He got this hat on right now for me. So I think that's funny, man. That's so dope. Shout out to Low. Shout out to Low. Shout out to the homie that was making the trading cards. I saw them online on Twitter before we got to the event. Passed me the big K1. I forget who gave me this, but I think it was somebody from London. I think somebody from London passed this to me. You know what I'm saying? Brand new hoodie. Thank you. Appreciate you. Thank you. Let me support your stuff as well, homie, because you came through with custom hoodies and you gave them to a bunch of the battlers. This is oh, that's dope. Yeah, this is the Love Cures All. And then the bottom, One Love. On the back, Stay Woke, Kings and Queens. Appreciate you. And the same thing on the back for this one, but on the front of this one is Make Great Again. You know what I'm saying? My brother's keeper. That's dope. A white and a black hand shaking hands. Nathan Zook. So I'm assuming that this is a form of unity. That's what I'm assuming that represents. Dope. And the same person that made those hoodies, like I said, made them for a bunch of the battlers. I seen like the King Los one. I think I saw the Rosenberg Raw one. Fire. Thank you for supporting the battlers, supporting the event, supporting RBE. Appreciate it, homie. Order peace and blessings. Crazy energy yesterday. Thank you. Thank you, Michael J. Metz. Thank you for being in the building too, and I appreciate the super. I saw you in the building, homie. We was definitely outside. Appreciate the super. Potato need purple lights next event. Good looking, Joey 9. Cal ARP, salute me and the wife. Have fun once again. Thank you for making it out, you and the wife. Appreciate it. All right. And past just the fans and the supporters, whether you was in the building, whether you was on the stream, everybody involved in the event. If I tried to run down the list of everybody that was involved in the event directly or indirectly, and then also everybody that actually support, it's just the list is way too long, and I'm gonna mess around and miss too many people. You know what I'm saying? You got the obvious ones, the RBE team. You got folks like Ruin Your Day. You got folks like Rap Grid hosting the stream. You got all the battlers on the card. You got all of that. You know what I'm saying? So appreciate everybody, all the bloggers, all the media, everybody that supported. Appreciate y'all. All right. Uh, I'll get into Myrtle Mook and Big K. There's no controversy. I don't think there's any controversy really, but there's no controversy to talk about for that battle in specific. Um, I say all the time when we have these matchups that people would say, yo, that was from left field, or we didn't expect it, or nobody asked for that ARP. I try to explain it in interviews and blogs, and I say, that's a good thing. If you didn't expect it, that's a good thing because anybody could just grab two battlers and put them together or see something that's already created out in the world and just grab it and just host it and just middleman it. You know what I'm saying? When you willing to give a little bit of risk, have a little bit of creativity, or do something that is just from a random creative thought in your own mind, that's where you get this type of stuff. And I feel like we've been doing it for years. We've been doing it for years. I don't need to run down all the examples of them. As many times as we've done them, no matter what, we're still going to get that initial reaction when it happens. But I learned to take it as a good thing. Like, thank you, because 5, 10, 15 years from now, when I turn around, that'll add to our brand and our legacy of not just being a middleman. You know what I'm saying? Just actually putting thought into the work, putting creativity into the work. And after RBE does shit like that, and sometimes, battlers will even use it to promote. You think Myrtle Mook doesn't want the battle to be successful? You think he doesn't want the event to be successful? Of course he does. But leading into the battle, he's still going to have his own narratives saying things like, like why him? What? That's expected. That's expected. But does it look like he felt that way when he was actually rapping his 3 rounds? You gotta be a little bit smarter than that. You know, the battlers bring the shit full circle every time, and then it just makes RBE look like I told you so. And it shouldn't even be that, but that battle, I saw it coming. I see the C word getting thrown around. I think that battle deserves a chance to grow a little bit. We don't got to call it a classic right now. We don't got to go. Just watch it. Just watch it. Just continue to watch it, or wait for the YouTube drop if you haven't seen it. Just watch it. Watch it a couple times, and then just let that battle grow a little bit. Let it get a little bit of life. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of time. And I think the appreciation for that matchup is just going to get bigger and bigger and bigger, because what those guys brought to that stage, Mook and K, they left nothing behind. They left nothing on the table. They left nothing on the table. I can tell in their prep process, like it had to be that. It had to be that. Those guys came to play. They upheld the RBE matchmaking that we're known for. I think they both continue to elevate in upwards directions after a matchup like this, because who are we kidding? The coaches, what have you done for me lately? And they both still in their own paths after a matchup like last night, regardless of who you think won. It's like after this, does somebody say, "Oh, there's a battle that we want to see Mook and that we don't want to see anymore"? No, nobody says that. Nobody says that. Now it's just like, oh, so okay, so are we going to get the easy and the big K? Are we going to get the hollow and the big K? I just read that comment to y'all. Are we going to get the big K and Cassidy? What's up with the big K hip? Oh, now y'all doing that. Now y'all doing that. Big K's been that. He's been that. Somebody just had to fucking had the balls to show y'all. You know what? I think I want to see Murder Move versus Big K. Somebody just had the balls to show y'all. Big K always had the talent. Murder Mook always had the drive and the talent. I want to say the narratives around Mook, I don't know if there is any anymore. Him having fights with people from, the new era, that's dead. Mook performing in front of crowds on the road is now dead. Mook being able to be fire in compacted rounds. I mean, 4s is more than enough time for the average battle, more than the average battler. But everybody tends to think that because he went the extra mile and because he decided, I'm going to do something different. You know what? Let me take a step back. I don't know how many of y'all heard me say this before, so I don't mind saying shit again because there's new fans, there's all type of shit. Leading up into Mook and Averb, Mook calls me and he tells me, you're going to think that you paid me for 3 battles. I didn't really know what he's talking about. And he gets to his 3rd round, and it's enough material to be chopped down into 3 rounds. See what I'm saying? 3 long rounds, actually. Damn near 7s then, right? 7, 14, 21. Damn near. So I think after him sitting out for like 4 or 5 years, just think, have your own little logic that you apply to it. You sit out for 4 or 5 years, and then you have the actual talent capabilities to deliver that, to memorize that much material. And then you're also appreciative of even the opportunity that's coming your way. Because this guy ARP calls you with good money in hand and saying, let's bring you back. And then you bless it back. It's like, I'm so honored to have that on the channel. Who else got a legend rapping for 20, 21, 24, 20, whatever it is, minutes on it? Who else got that? That's an honor. It's a fucking honor. Any other league owner would want that on their channel. It's an honor. But then it comes with the trolling and it comes with the stigmas. Right. And then he also has other battles where he has long rounds. But I was talking about like the other narratives. I said all of that just to give the backdrop of now that narrative should be dead. You can call Mook and say like, yo, man, we only want 4s. That's all we need. That's all we going for this type of matchup or this style or whatever. And he might get booked with somebody else that's willing to do an unlimited 3rd round with him again. Like, you just never know. And then you book that, and then you know that, oh, I could get Mook for that. You know? So I think he killed that narrative. Big K. I mean, the man raps it into his rhymes. It's clear. I say it when it comes to the business or like the straight to it cards or what's in people's recent memory and all that type of shit. Yet you still get the stigma. Oh, Big K, he's going to give you 2 minutes and he's going to stop on the dot. No. Whether it's the business situation or it's just something that wasn't even really put together of importance to begin with. And sometimes that's understood on both sides, right? Yeah, he's going to give you what you require of him business-wise or contractually. And nobody can ever complain about that. Have you seen league owners coming out and complain? You ever see a league owner book Big K and say, yo, he gave me the time that's in the contract? You know what I'm saying? It's like, but those narratives are dead. Who Big K deserves to be in the ring with, whatever narratives that I have before is dead. Or thoughts. He could battle anybody. And what's so dope about K too is K's not a diva. He's flexible. You know what I'm saying? It could be Cassidy or it could be Coach Coleon. Big K, he wants to smoke. I mean, of course, coming off of these type of situations, I know Big K is going to want, I'm not trying to speak for him, but I know Big K is going to want to keep his momentum. Who wouldn't, right? It's good business and branding for yourself. I'm just being 1,000, right? And when you hear me mention things like Coach Coleon, or you even see Coach Coleon say, like, I got contracts with Big K, that's true. That's true because Big K had this is my first time saying, I might as well say it because it's getting said more and more on camera. When we did the initial Big K and A-Ward contract, that was a two battle deal for Big K. And Coach is in that contract. But then we rescheduled A-Ward and Big K. That got pushed back. Didn't want to have to wait for Coach. Coach gets a different opponent. They both end up on the same card, which moves from closure to Divide and Conquer Part 1. Big K has what everybody tells me is the performance of the night. I agree. I stood right in front of it. I seen the buzz and all the energy after that. And we say, okay, this is no slight to Coach Coleon because back to back, I'm going to make sure that we get Coach Coleon a plate. But at the same time, okay, we got to handle this with K. Coach ain't going to, Coach, we moving. We moving ahead. But when those guys is ready, we're gonna put that one on still too. You know what I'm saying? So K don't got no narratives. He don't got nothing to prove anymore. It's not to prove. He has shit to prove. He's one of the best. He's been one of the best. His ceiling is still, I think, we haven't seen his ceiling yet. I don't think we have. ARP, I love your energy, big bro. Keep blessing the culture, fam. Real one. Thank you, Just Kenny, and I appreciate that super chat. I appreciate that. Thank you. And pardon me once again, y'all. I'm so tired. I'm tired of shit. I could jump to Mook's third round for y'all if y'all want to hear that, because the title does say ARP addresses all right. Okay, so let me get to the first one, because I was beat up on the whole fucking event. I think Tato got me. Robin had bars for me. QB had bars for me. Mook had bars for me. Swave had bars for me. Clips had bars for me. I mean, I've been doing this shit for a long time. We are far removed from Showoff versus Arsenal. So I've learned how to be a good sport, or much better sport. You know what I'm saying? I've learned how to enjoy the events. And I try my best to be in fan mode at these events, which is why I don't listen to bars before the events, because I want to hear them live for the first time, just like the fans. I try to be in fan mode as much. Now, of course, I got business going on, all types of shit, but I try to enjoy the battles as much as possible. So Mook's third round, the end of his third round, I thought was clever. I thought it's very clever. I think it's easy to misconstrue it, because the surface of it, of what you hear when you hear ARP smack, or when you hear RBE URL, your mind goes right there and it stays there. But listen to the bars that he's constructing, or the words that he's putting within that topic. When he says things like, "We tired of this," etc., or "Hi, Your Honor." When he says "Hi," "Hi, Your Honor," he's talking about people going to court over frivolous things in battle rap, right? So when he says "Hi, Your Honor," I assume that he knows what he's talking about, or he's done his homework of who's opened up lawsuits or whatever in battle rap. That means that he's taking a shot at URL in that moment. And then he turns to me and he says, "You'll never be smacked." He's basically saying, like, don't beef, because they are them. He says they're far removed. They're a staple. I agree. I believe that they're a staple. You know what I'm saying? So I think that it was a great message. The only thing I'll further add to with the end of Mook's third round, was that when he said divide and conquer. And I think that was a good use of a way to lead in to that topic. You know what I'm saying? But the divide and conquer thing, I don't want people to feel like, I got that level of petty in me or some shit. Like anybody that saw Divide and Conquer Part 1, the trailer said, "Win your battle and move ahead. Let's make winning matter again." It's one of the reasons why Mook ended up standing in front of Big K. You know what I'm saying? So that was in the trailers, that was in the graphics, that was in the promotion of what Divide and Conquer meant. And I think if I looked hard enough and I did an edited blog, I can probably find like even old interviews of the old idea, the past idea of when I was pre-promoting that me and Shata was thinking about doing a divide and conquer card of just RBE versus RBE people. So that's what it means, y'all. But I also have to take my own advice that I give to people. I say all the time. I say interviews, blogs, lives, whatever, they'll never catch up to a battle numerically or numbers wise. So what Mook said in that third round will far surpass what I'm saying right here. So his message is going to be his message in the masses. And me saying what I just said about Divide and Conquer, as a series, core battle rap fans that follow this shit day to day, and bloggers and media and other battlers, they'll get this message from me. But I'm not going to live up to the views of that battle when it drops. That's going to far overpower this. So that's really what I just said is really just for the core RBE people and shit. Apostle says, "How does a new podcast get an interview with you?" Appreciate the super chat, homie. Appreciate the support. DM me on IG. Y'all see me pop up on a lot of people's platforms, so I do my best to schedule schedule interviews with people and show love. So DM me on IG, homie. Um, but yeah, I think I said enough about Big K, and I think I said enough about Murder Mook. Thank you guys for helping us shatter the internet and put on a big moment for battle rap, because battle rap needs big moments. We need our quality. We need our up and comers getting looks. We need our mid class and our vet. We need all of that. Battle rap needs everything to continue to survive. Um, but it also needs those big hits. We need a Hitman versus Easy to Block Captain to come through. We need a Murder Mook versus Big K to come through. Like, we need big moments too. And y'all really just y'all surpassed the expectations. I'm hearing the C word, like I said, go around for that main event. That wasn't the expectations when it was announced. It wasn't the expectation. Imagine you guys wouldn't even gotten any face-offs. You guys would have been like, we don't even care nothing about this battle. You guys are crazy. But that's what makes good platform and league owners. People that are willing to take that risk, people that are willing to be creative, and people that have that type of foresight. So thank you to Murder Mook and Big K for helping us all deliver that and giving a powerful moment to the culture. Appreciate y'all. King Los and Ill Will. What I want to see next for Ill Will really is Hitman. I'm tired, man. I don't got enough energy right now to bullshit. I just want to see the Hitman versus Ill Will battle, y'all. All right, I'll keep it simple with these two guys, and I want to see King Los versus A Ward with the fourth round trade off the way that Chef Trez and Sharon did. That's all I'm gonna say about Ill Will and King Los. You know what? Fuck it. Great work. Definitely. I want to thank y'all, of course, but that's what I want to see next for those two guys. Hopefully, RBE could put those together. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to those two guys. Co-main event is a very important battle to us. Very fucking important battle. Combat event was classic. Thanks for everything you do, ARP. Thank you, Combat. I appreciate you for that. Really do. Ill Will continues to show that he's one of the most versatile people in the world. Why he can be considered as the best, literally the best battle rapper in the world. King Los. Did Los do that shit his whole fucking first round? Was he on that scheme for the whole first round? I got to replay it. But he did a scheme in his first, and I don't know if it was the entire round. And I don't know if I've seen that before. Somebody get into a scheme that they do for an entire round. It's crazy, Los. Fucking nuts. The next one is Charlie Clips versus Rosenberg Raw. So we could address a couple of things in this for this battle too. And I'm also going to address the Swave third round, and I'm also going to address what's the other thing? Oh, I got some stuff to say about Showoff versus Chef Trez. Okay, cool. All right, this is one of the ones that y'all are tweeting me about and talking about. Charlie Clips versus Rosenberg Raw. First of all, shout out to these two guys. I think this is a crazy battle. I think you guys really, really put on. If I start with Rosenberg Raw, I'll say you continue to put on crazy. You continue to show the culture why you need to be in front of the greats and the best of the best. Such a unique talent. Nobody sounds like Rosenberg Raw. And when you get Raw in certain pockets, he can damage the best of the best of the best. Period. I think Rosenberg Raw's second round is it's one of the best rounds I've heard from him in a long time. Like that, and like the Ill Will round where he was like going back and forth with Jack Boy in the fucking crowd and shit. Those are like some of the best Rosenberg Raw rounds in like recent years. And his second round that he just had with Clips, I think, is up there. Raw, put him in any room, small room, big stage. And then when you get announced with a Charlie Clips, the immediate thought is that Charlie Clips is such a legend. He's so dangerous. He's so great. He's one of the best ever. He's in the GOAT conversations. So Raw becomes an immediate underdog. But over here, this is where we constructed the blood, sweat, and tears concept. So once again, somebody's thinking like, why can't Raw battle Charlie Clips? He absolutely can. And I think Raw is in a similar spot than like Big K. It's just like if they get announced with anybody, just don't think that they're in over their head. It's impossible for Rosenberg Raw to be in over his head. There's a couple matchup styles I wouldn't want to see. I wouldn't want to see Rosenberg Raw versus Loaded Lux. I don't know. Style wise, that's not, doesn't pop into my mind. This, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know about that. But I'm talking about stature or status. He could battle anybody, just like anybody. Don't be like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go because this person's what the fuck has Raw been doing? It's like sooner or later we got to give these people all the credit they deserve. Some of these motherfuckers then put in 5, 10, 15 years and shit. It's just like it's Rosenberg Raw at this point. Charlie Clips, I want to say thank you. I want to say we have infinite appreciation and respect for what you just attempted to do. Not letting somebody freestyle, and I want to say let him as if like we told him, like it wasn't like that. It was a mutual thing, which I got to give Clips a lot of respect for and appreciation for. Like he's the one that did that blog with the belt over his shoulder saying, I'm putting this down. I'm going to chill. I'm retiring this. I'm going to give y'all what y'all want because y'all can't decide whether y'all fuck with my freestyles or not. Right. So it's not like we was like, yo, Charlie Clips, we demand that you don't freestyle. You're not allowed to do it. It wasn't like that. It was just us getting on the phone and figuring out like, yo, what's the best way to go into this battle and make sure that the fans give it the anticipation that it deserves, because it's still Charlie Clips versus Rosenberg Raw. It deserves anticipation. And that's just an honorable move from Charlie Clips. It wasn't, I see people saying like it was in Charlie Clips' contract. Why would it be in Charlie Clips' contract if it was booked before the Jazz battle? It wasn't in Charlie Clips' contract. It wasn't in Charlie Clips' contract. It's just Charlie Clips being an honorable man. It's just Charlie Clips being a good nigga. It's just Charlie Clips doing great business. It's just Charlie Clips keeping his bridges in perfect standings, keeping his business network and his reputation with the people that can help him the same way I keep my reputation with the people that can help me of high status. Keeping integrity. It's not in his contract. And as I seen that battle in the building, it almost feels like there was times where his hands was tied behind his back. Because being able to freestyle is actually a weapon. What do we say? We give people their credit for their attributes, right? We say, well, Ill Will could and Hollow, they could do everything. They can be aggressive, they can be charismatic, they can perform, they got energy, they can freestyle, they can rebuttal, they got bars. Rebuttaling and freestyling is an attribute. We warn opponents of Chef Trez all the time saying, careful, because if you lose the coin toss to him, you give him 3 opportunities to take energy from possible classic shit that you just rapped. So Charlie Clips damn near is walking around with his hands tied behind his back trying to box. That's not easy. To not being able to pull one of your weapons off your waist that you know could get the job done. I fuck with Clips even more behind that. Like, that's dope for him to do that. I think in the second round, when you heard like a little piece of a freestyle at the end of the round, it's 100% because it's like there was a little talking during his round, and he said, he's like, throw him off. And he's like, you know what I'm saying? But the man really came, with his 3 rounds prepped. It's like, even from a business standpoint, even if I didn't know him personally, y'all should see the way me and Clips talk off cam. Even if I didn't know him personally, I'm like, oh, shit, well, at least business-wise, man, he stood tall. So big shout out to Charlie Clips. I've been catching up with blogs and some of these clips and some of the media posts and whatnot. And people saying that Charlie Clips' 3rd round is one of the best rounds he ever delivered. And I'm segueing myself now into what people's asking me to talk about or I'm seeing as a topic. Ill Will need a Hitman and a Lux next. I agree. Oh, Mufa Jones, I appreciate the support, homie. Thank you. So Charlie Clips's masterful shit. Over the years, I've gotten better and better of learning and reserving myself to not react like verbally, because we got the whole reputation and things of like talking through each other's rounds or talking through the battle's rounds. And that's what I did during Arsenal's round when he took his shot at RBE, me and Showoff or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because he's just a disrespectful, catch you out off guard motherfucker, right? And from there, I kind of like gotten better and better. Like, nah, don't talk. If y'all remember, like the footage, like Old Red versus Showoff, you know, Old Red set a crazy trap for me. And I answered it like after off stage in a blog. Like, okay, I could talk now. I'm gonna get on my own camera and say whatever the fuck I want. You know what I'm saying? But he put me in a trap, and I was just like, can I answer this? Because if I talk, you know what I'm saying? But Clips, the way you set that up, you know, like sending me a text message. If he sent me a text message, all right, fuck it, I don't even want to do the corny shit. Yes, he sent me a text message. Sending me a text message in your first or your second round, and the way you set it up, it's like y'all gotta understand. If you're standing up there, it's like you're in this box all of a sudden. You know what I'm saying? You're in this moment all of a sudden. And I understand that as an owner, as a figure, as a host, you could be used, you know, in all types. You could be used as a prop. Robin pushed me for one of her bars. Put her fucking hands on me, or keep your hand. The contract says keep your fucking hands to yourself. Why is Robin pushing the host? You know what I'm saying? Like, people do all types of shit. When Arsenal did his Queens flip bar versus me, he was putting his arm around my shoulder. He was trying to pull me out, and I felt him pull me, so I kept my legs sturdy. And then he let go, and then he said the bar because he was like performing it out, like friend him up and then shit on him. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to my nigga Arsenal. So we get used as props. You know, there's always good haymakers that you could use by New Jersey Twerk tapping Smack's pockets after the strike. And I heard y'all made 1.3 with my money, Smack. All right. It's always gonna be haymakers. If Ill Will says Coke so white, ARP said, damn, what y'all got over there? And make the whole room explode. Using the league owners and the hosts and the figures as bars is always tactical hits. You put them together the right way, they're like guaranteed haymakers. And they're also guaranteed people that's going to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you try to put somebody from an entourage in a bar, like, you never know if that person in the entourage isn't there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I haven't seen a Tay-Rock battle, at least in my eyes, with his man, you know, the heavyset guy that does all the hype. They had him up there for like hype man of the year a couple years and shit. I remember last time I've seen a lot of recent Tay-Rock battles. I can't tell you last time I seen him. So like sometimes those are variables, but who's somebody that you know is going to be there? The host, the league owner. You know what I'm saying? So, and then you just put together like the chess master way that Clips developed in. Like, now to get back to the shit I was saying, in the heat of the moment, you're like in this box. And I think he created so much from the lead up. And I'm gonna take a step back as well because I'm analytical with this shit from just a fan standpoint. You know, you start the round, you ask me for the microphone. That proves the point that I just made. Even that was a variable. What if I didn't have a microphone? I don't line nobody up. There's no Charlie Clips come to me and be like, yo, in the third round, I'm gonna ask you for the microphone. I was actually past that microphone before the event started, but I don't think I used it until like halfway through the event. I didn't even start carrying it and put it in my back pocket until like halfway through the event, when I knew I was gonna have to talk over the crowd more, because a lot of people was outside during some of the battles, like people going in and out, eating, all that type of shit. So many battles, certain people was outside and missing battles. So I was just like, okay, I'm not talk over the crowd early in the card. Later on, I had that microphone with me the whole time. But how does Clips know that? I don't, or does he, is it not a risk? Does he just change a bar to suit that, knowing that if he doesn't have a mic, I could rap? I don't know. I'm just in fan mode. I'm just in nerd fan mode right now. Right. But even that, so I give him the microphone and he plays the shit, whatever. And he's developing this lead up. And when battlers can flatten a room, it just creates a new atmosphere. Like if you got a oops in the daylight third round and you love the round so much that you can hear a pin drop, that's what I think is like flattening the room. It's like everybody is just in like almost like shock, like, you know what I'm saying? Fully invested, just stuck, just fully invested in the moment. And even that is craftsmanship and mastery within its own. Within its own. And I'm really on my fan geeking out shit right now. If you know this shit, because if I battled, I would be applying some of this type of shit because it exists. It exists. You know what I'm saying? You flatten the room. And the way that he crafted his third and he was going through it, put me in that box where it's just like time slows down. It's just like, I'm just like, yo, let me look at my phone. And that's the only reason why. It's just because he just crafted it so crazy. I just had too much anticipation. I mean, not anticipation. I don't know. It's not anxiety. Curiosity might be the best word. I just had too much curiosity. Like you did all this lead up to point in my direction and add me. And I was just like, you know what I'm saying? So that guy is he's a sicko with the way he can put shit together. Overall, great battle. I'd love to continue to hear the judgment of that. Now, let me say this now. Let me go the other direction. Because people might hear me give all those accolades to Clips' third round right now. And if I don't explain it right here, you know what people walk away with? They'll walk away with saying like, oh man, so that means some type of energy then can possibly from that exist between Rosenberg Raw and Charlie Clips. The answer to that is 100% no. I said Charlie Clips. I meant ARP and Rosenberg Raw. The answer to that is 100% no. Like, I don't know if somebody Clips try to use you to play divide and conquer. And I guess the timing is great. Big card. That's not going to happen, though. All right. It doesn't work that way. We named the card Divide and Conquer for all the reasons that the trailer said on the last event, on part one. All right. So there is no Divide and Conquer between RBE and Rosenberg Raw. I think it's a great angle. And I can never take anything from what Charlie Clips just did in his third round because it's one of his best rounds. It's going to rank as one of the best rounds of the year. I got to call a spade a spade. Anybody gets on stage and drops a performance when they're going to say, oh, he had performance of the night. Big K had performance of the night. I got a battle coming up. I'm going to say it's arguably battle of the night too. You know what I'm saying? We can give those accolades, right? So I'm going to give it the Clips. Like, it's one of the rounds of the year. I would say the same thing in anybody's favor. Anybody. Doesn't matter whether you're RBE or a floating contractor. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna give people their kudos regardless. So shout out to Clips for fucking crafting that shit. It was genius. It was genius the way he put that shit together. But there's no divide and conquer between me and Rosenberg Raw. Okay. So appreciate the screenshots. Hidden gems. Thoughts on J Slash in general. I'll get to J Slash and last night versus night, but I'm gonna get there in a second. Thank you, Hidden Gems, for the support. I appreciate you. I'm gonna speak on everybody for this call. I just wanted to get out the topics that people want to hear about. And then for the people that want to hang around and hear the rest of the shit, I got you. Book 40 bars. Appreciate it. But 40 bars was on our last card. Well, the last bigger card that was booked, which was no, my bad. Actually, I'm lying. She was on Closure 2, which was the first Blue Room card versus Ill Will, which probably over like a $500,000 at this point. Classic. I was talking to 40 bars leading into this card. We're going to get back to work ASAP. Appreciate that, super. All right. Let me get to Swave. Swave versus Swave Sever and Remedy Loco. Um, Shout out to Rem. Great to have Remedy Loco back. You know how they say people are taller in person? For me and Rem, it's actually shout out to Rosenberg Raw sending over $5. That's it. That's all this video is worth for Rosenberg Raw is $5. That's it. A funky ass $5, nigga. Get the fuck up out of here. Keep your five. Shout out to Raw passing through. Salute G's. Don't fire me. Now he wants to be an asshole. So okay, clearly what Rosenberg Raw was doing was tuning in to see how I was going to manage the talk about that battle. And now that it's over, he's sending money. Raw salute, nigga. We had a scare. We had the worst scare in RBE history. I'm so glad that it wasn't true. Had nothing to do with battle rap. Glad everybody good. Raw salute, cheese. I'm gonna hit your line in a second. T Rev 757. Respect from the 757. This is big for us. Big K 3021. Thank you, ARP, for putting 757 on the map. The dog strikes again. Appreciate that. Thank you for the super chat, T Rev. I don't got any bias to. I'm gonna be ignoring all K versus Murder Mook. In the chat, unless it's a super chat. I always acknowledge the super chats because y'all are supporting the channel, coming out your pocket. You spending money, I'm not gonna know it. I can't ignore that. You know what I'm saying? So I appreciate that, of course. But other than that, I'm not gonna be in here reading because that's a very, very big battle. It's very important for a lot of people. So I don't want to talk about who. I gotta leave that for everybody else. I don't want to get involved in that right now. All right, but Rem is reverse for me when it comes to like the whole tall in person thing. When I stand next to Rem, I know how fucking tall he is, but I don't know. It doesn't really impact like that in person because I'm just like, that's my nigga Rem. When I watch the footage of Swave versus Rem, then I really see how tall this nigga Rem is because Swave is like my height. I'm 6'1". Swave is either 6'1" or like 6'2". He's either my height or he's maybe an inch taller than me because Swave might sometimes have a hunch to his back, his posture sometimes. But that's not considered short by any means. And when I look at the footage of Swave and fucking Loco, this motherfucker Loco towers Swave. Towers him. That's why the whole show me your shit, you know what I'm saying, that Swave did, that was good. And then he brings back that you knock a nigga out that's respected because you battling such this nigga on the camp really towers Swave. And Loco continues to show why he's so different, why he's so unique. I think the two most unique people as far as their sound on RBE or that battle on RBE is Loco and Raw probably. You know what I'm saying? So we finally got Loco back. And he did what he's supposed to do. Continue to show the fans why he's one of those guys that needs to continue to have some of the light. If there's a big ass light, give a piece of that to Loco over here. That's just what it is. Very, very talented guy. Swave answered the bell. Everybody's saying that Swave is due for one of those ones. It's time for Swave to have a great performance. And he answered that bell. He totally answered that bell. So thank you, Swave, for putting on and showing out and giving your fans, the culture, and RBE and Rem, all of those pieces, one of your dopest performances in a while. And the Clips just did the same thing too. It's like we say it all the time. Like we call this shit the rucker, man. You got a ball when you come on this court. You have to. You have to. But I say that topic for something different. All the I told you so's and all that type of shit. All that, but on the last battle, that shit don't happen over here 9 times out of 10. And I have so much admiration and respect for the battlers to continue to carry that reputation of what it means when you battle on RBE. You got to show out. So thank you, Swave. Now let's get into Swave 7's third round. it's not a wasted round. You have some fans. I'm not gonna say casual fans. You got some fans that think that if your rounds and your material is not direct, then you can lose. You'll even see some opponents give those excuses in their if it's their genuine opinion. I can't call it an excuse, but some of y'all could tell when it's an excuse. Did you win your battle? Well, the first round, second round, first round I took, second round he took, third round you got to give it to me because it wasn't even about me. Shut up. Like, shut up. You could tell when that's an excuse sometimes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't give a fuck how non-direct Oops' third round is. It's one of the best rounds on the channel. I don't give a fuck how direct it was. That's the type of fan I am, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't have to be 100% direct. And then I also over here respect and appreciate just pure substance or pure message. We've always welcomed that over here. I could give you such a random example of that. Some of y'all don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. Uno Lavos versus Zer Money is an RBE battle that was done eons ago. And Uno Lavos says to the crowd, something to the extent of like, oh, I heard that we can talk over here. And the crowd's like, yeah. And then he gets into like a message. He gets like off of the typical battle rap shit. We've had that reputation. It's welcome over here. So no, ain't no sweat, at least in my eyes, ain't throw no round away to address what he feels. Because at the end of the day, the stream is a big situation because it's a big main event, big co-main, big card. You know what I'm saying? Big platform, big card. Right? Then he's got his own feelings. So to express your artistry, and sometimes you want to deliver a certain message to live on your own legacy, on YouTube or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, that could be important to a battler. And I get out the way of that. Are you kidding me? And I already told you that I'm a fan of it. So that's the first thing to address. Swave ain't throw no round away. The second thing I'll say about Swave's round is I've already been asked twice on camera in the building. I haven't done any interviews outside of the building, outside of the event yet. But in the build or at the event, I think I was asked twice on cam how I felt about Swave's third. The first thing that would be furthest from the truth is, do I have a problem with it? On a scale of 1 to 10 of me having a problem with Swave's round, third round, like 10 being like, yo, we got fade, and 1 being like, oh, I don't really care. It's a 0. It's a negative something. I had a conversation today on the phone. I'm not gonna say who it was because we were talking about business. If I say the name, I'm just not gonna put it out there. And I said, I'm actually honored to have Swave's third round on the channel because the message overall behind it is powerful, and I think it's important. We can kill each other in our lyrics every battle, but every once in a while, when you get a daylight and oops, you know what I'm saying? That's good for the culture. It's a good thing. It's a good thing. We have to welcome that shit sometimes. Every once in a while, when you get a message, it's fucking okay, people. You know what I'm saying? It's an honor. I think it should be. I've seen people saying it already. I think it should be one of the rounds of the year. Now, when you get to the third piece of his round, as far as the questions that are coming my way or the statements or the comments that are coming my way, ARP, purely, what's your response to it, right? I'll tell you one thing that Swave did, and I know he did it from the heart, was he interjected Pat. Pat is one of our GOATs. He's one of our legends. Our culture should protect him forever. That includes me. We should all protect Pat forever. Swave gets up there and he says, I feel a way about any situation that involves Pat Stay or any of our loved figures. I'm just going to take it on the chin. There's no rebuttal for you having a feeling coming at me about Pat Stay in that type of context and in that situation. Just take that on the chin. I'm not here to give y'all a rebuttal involving Pat Stay. No fucking way. So masterful shit by Swave. And I think it was a great round. And I'm honored that it's going to live on the RBE channel. I'm honored that that round is there. So shout out to Swave. The only thing that would have pissed me off is if he would have tried to get at me about our recent controversy. Cause like I said, I don't talk during battles. You know what I'm saying? Anymore. Right. But I would have had no chance, no opportunity to rebuttal if he says some stupid shit. So shout out to Swave. You know what I'm saying? Cause he opened it up to segue into real shit by saying, recently we had conversation. I was like, yo, this motherfucker don't put out my side of it, son. And we already had this fucking conversation too in private. Now on the stream when the cameras is running, this motherfucker gonna try to say some shit that's not this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But then I was like, oh no, he just used that to get to his okay. So shout out to Swave, man. Is that right? Anybody that sees that, if that's true, please capture the video, take a quick video on your phone, or screenshot it and DM it to me on IG. Is that true? Why would somebody why would somebody do that? Oh, I know why, but okay, it is true. So let me take this. Save this. Let me also record this. Hold on, bear with me 1 second, y'all. Let me also record this. Video, picture. The video and the pictures go to a lawyer, and the link goes to Court Alive. So just bear with me, folks. I gotta handle business first. See if this channel can get flagged and possibly taken down. Because when you don't care about me, my hard work, my pockets, or the battlers, how they earn their livings, I give two shits about you then. That's a pure fuck you. And when you tell me a clear fuck you, all that humility and being the cool guy leaves my body. And I get extremely meet you halfway. You want my money? I want your channel. The video and the screenshot becomes pocketed for an overall effort that's already in the works. I think that's very stupid, Adept. I don't think you and I know each other well enough to have an issue with each other like that. I don't know you. The last time I came within an inch of you, I was on DME Detroit's live or somebody's live and you were saying, yo, ARP, hit me up. Let's talk. Call my phone. Why would you then turn around? What reason have I given you to disrespect me in every single battle that I was on the card? Just bold people, man. Very, very bold. Very, very bold and disrespectful people. Cancers. When things happen to people like that, people just don't care because that's the energy that you have given out. And that sort of time that he gets. All right, let me find this comment. Sean, I appreciate you. I just don't think that's smart, but I've seen dumber. All right. So, yeah, that's the Swave third round that people are talking about and asking me about. Lady J versus Tato. I saw that Lady J even was trending on Twitter or social, whatever. One of these platforms, she was trending. I got that fucking screenshot. I didn't see it myself. I didn't watch the footage yet, so I don't know. I don't know if it's on the VOD. I'm not trying to promote nothing. I didn't watch the only battle that I watched on VOD so far is Mook versus K. I'm gonna start getting to the rest of the battles. It's just time right now. I'm doing my best to catch up. So I didn't even click that one yet on the VOD. But I heard what happened, and then I didn't know, just to try to catch up a little bit even more because whatever happens on RBE, right? I also watched the interview. I think it was on. It's either Hip Hop's Real 15 Minutes of Fame. My bad. And I see stuff that Lady J is also promoting. You know what I'm saying? So as a woman, if somebody promotes that, publicly, then it's like for me it becomes like, oh, okay, cool. Just want to make sure there wasn't nothing crazy that happened, like no accident, nobody else reached and grabbed. Because I was kind of standing like 2 people behind, but I don't know if it happened while Tato was rapping or whatever. So whatever it was, it's like I missed it, and it's like now I gotta catch up and see. Actually, I'm gonna put that VOD on Wine Girl stream to make sure I'm fully in the loop for good or bad reasons. But like I said, I did watch Lady J's interview, and it seems like she's promoting certain things or whatever, which means that she's comfortable with whatever's going around. You know what I mean? So shout out to Lady J. Real quick now before I get out of here, I want to give a shout out to what could be Battle of the Night. I think Battle of the Night is between Murder Mook and Big K and Showoff versus Chef Trez. So first I want to say about Showoff. I'm gonna speak on the Chef Trez topic real quick too, y'all. When it comes to Showoff, you continuing to evolve and hone your craft and show the growth to the fans, despite already having like so much talent, being such a ridiculous pen, having all the other attributes that can complement your type of pen. It's like to still continue to evolve at this point in your career is actually amazing. Showoff remains one of my personal favorite battle rappers. He will always be one of my favorite battle rappers because I see it. I see the talent. I was just like, yo, this nigga's ridiculous. Like if you listen to the way he puts the shit together, and the Jag battle that he just did, I was saying like, yo, that might be one of your best performances. And then he has the Trez battle, and it's like, oh shit, that might be one of your best performances. So to continue to be, possibly outdoing the huge body of work that you already have out there is crazy, is ridiculous. You know what I'm saying? So you gotta be able we gotta be able to spotlight stuff like that. We gotta be able to see stuff like that and give people that type of respect and appreciation. Like Showoff is on a run right now. Blood, Sweat, and Tears 7 does 2 battles in the same night, both of which could be argued for battle of the night versus Ish Mulan versus Jay Breed. 2 battles, same night, 6 rounds, no stumbles. No, nothing. Just clear, perfect rounds. All 6 rounds, same night. Crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then what did he do after that? Was it Jag right after that? People saying top 10 battle of 2022. Then you come and do the Chef Trez battle on Divide and Conquer 2. Such a huge card. and you arguably have battle of the night. I did say one battle earlier, or I said two battles earlier. I was like, I didn't care. Let's just say, like, it's time to see Ill Will versus Hitman, in my opinion. And I want to see King Los versus A Ward with the 4th round trade off. The third battle that I'll say on the stream is I really want to see Showoff versus Calico. But Calico's such a hustler. He might see this and like try to up the price, and then it's not going to happen. So I'm just being real. You know what I mean? But I really want to see that battle. Showoff, congratulations. The run that you're on is crazy. It shouldn't be going unacknowledged by anybody that is a battle rap fan. It should not be going unacknowledged. We see it. I see it. I appreciate it. And I thank you for what you're bringing to the table and what you do and your artistry and your consistency and the run that you are on. It's crazy. Chef Trez. So Chef Trez has this run on RBE, and I think everybody liked and enjoyed the RBE and Chef Trez, you know what I'm saying, building process and what we were doing and some of the matchups he has. I don't know whether to rank. I don't know if it's a top 10, top 20, top 30, but we're 10 years in. So even if you're top 30, and I don't think it's anywhere near that high, it could be a top 10. Best battle on RBE's channel, him versus Sharon. Like the work that Chef Trez, in not even that long of an amount of time, put in on RBE is stellar. It's stellar. So then we get to the announcement for Chef Trez versus Showoff. And you see a whole bunch of like, wait, didn't he just get into this type of contract or this type of situation? Or this battle ain't happening, or that battle ain't happening. Like, I didn't feel that way. I didn't feel that way for two reasons. Same reason I was saying that type of stuff publicly about Overed and Active. I was like, certain things that are being said is being said for a reason about things that must be honored, all that type of stuff. And Active and Overed, similar to me. Chef Trez and Showoff is similar to me, but then you also add such the integrity behind it. Not once but twice, Chef Trez has been in situations on RBE that the problem wasn't even on his side. And I watched how he moved. All integrity, all honor, all principles. You know what I'm saying? Y'all are never going to get me to say anything about Chef Trez until he changes my opinion of him. He's always been a stand-up guy. Very, very stand-up. Very, very sturdy on principles and integrity. And certain people were even having those predictions. And it's not a bad prediction. Like, I understand how the culture has scorned us all. The culture has had, we've bought battles and like, oh, wait, what battle's not happening? Who didn't make it? Who quit? Who canceled? Who's not? It happens almost every event. We are so scorned. We expect bad business. We expect fuck shit. We're groomed to it. We're damn near numb to the shit. So the thing about that type of situation is me and Chef Trez could be on the phone and putting that battle together in pure, honor and principles and great business. And the rapport between me and him is great. And then we can announce it, and we got to deal with a bunch of in the culture. I'm not sure if it's going to happen, or I'm not sure if he's going to really care because, he may not battle on RBE that frequent anymore. That's what we deal with, regardless of the amount of integrity that he has and the amount of integrity that I have. That's what we deal with. And the only reason why I gave that little backdrop right there is to then say, now, Chef Trez just had, I think the only way I could scale is against the Sharon shit, which could be a top 10 RBE battle. He just had his top performance on RBE. Or second top versus another all-time classic versus Sharon. And you want to know, I didn't see his John battle and I didn't see his Twerk battle. But I don't know if Trez is that crazy in those two battles. If he is, he absolutely is in some type of champion of the year type of run. He absolutely, I don't know, but what he just did with Showoff, if he's doing that in his other battles that he's had in 2023 so far, we must continue to pay attention to this man. Because that man's rounds, his rebuttals, everything, his performance, regardless of whatever business situation you think that he has marked for himself, that even further shows his character to bring a classic performance instead of saying, "Oh, I'm about to, things about to change anyway, so I don't need to." That's for people that don't have integrity. That's for people that don't do good business. That's for people that don't keep their bridges up. That's one thing that I just took from Trez. Those two guys just had a classic battle, classic back and forth. It's either that or Mook versus Big K. That's the battle of the night. QB versus Robin Rhymes. Shout out to the ladies. Y'all definitely put on. I want y'all feedback for that if y'all seen it on VOD or if y'all wait until that drops. Shout out to the ladies. Payne versus Coach. Shout out to y'all for putting on. Y'all had a goodie. Y'all had a lot of tension at the face-off, and yet, we show up on Saturday to have a professional dope-ass battle. It shows the growth of these two guys too, because if they're new to you guys, they're already showing their level of intensity, commitment, and also now professionalism. Shout out to Payne and Coach. Sniper and J Slash. We got to a certain point in the card where I was just like, yo, so far y'all have battle of the night. I think all the way up until we got to Showoff and Chef Trez, I was like, Sniper and J Slash have battle of the night. Those two guys went all, and I think that for me, watching these guys since, coming into RBE, so I've seen a lot from them already over like the last year plus. Seen a lot from both of them guys already. So I might have a little bit more insight than some of y'all that hopped on that stream. But man, those two guys exhibit veteran level capabilities. Tato and Lady J. I spoke about Lady J already. Shout out to Lady J. And she did her thing. I love that Lady J, outside of, having, very good 3 rounds, coming fully prepared. She tapped into the marketing side. You know what I'm saying? Let me put on a certain type of outfit, a look, and a presentation. She had the mask and all that. You know what I'm saying? Whether that's S&M shit or whatever. But the marketing aspect is important because we all still want to look at something. The men want to look at something. The women want to look at something, right? So I respect the fact that she's tapping into the marketing side. And Tato, our little ball of energy. Yo, Tato is so nice. Tato is so fucking nice. Yo. And I knew it. I seen it in her too. It's like Tato's just going to keep getting better as well. If you're not familiar with Tato, please, if you have this VOD, don't skip that battle. Watch what the ladies did. Get familiar. Some of y'all already familiar with Lady J, but if Tato is new to you, continue to get into him. And the Zay versus Jay Breed, I think, is the last one. No, it's not. I also got one more after that. The Zay versus Jay Breed was an on-site battle. We also ran it on the stream. Our initial idea was only to upload it with the VOD. And Avo had the idea of real quick, like, yo, let's also play it on the stream. That was a great idea, great move. So they didn't perform in the Blue Room. They had an on-site battle. And I clicked that footage real quick. The footage looks ridiculous. Shout out to Ruin Your Day. Footage looks stupid. But they also had an opportunity to play on the stream. So I think that's very dope. So we might continue to do that going forward. So just know, if you're booked on a card that has whoever, if you're the on-site battle, you're probably going to play on the pay-per-view stream, the live pay-per-view as well. Prior, all we promote is that it'll be available on the VOD. Now, instead, we'll be like, nah, you're also going to see the on-site battle on live stream as well. So I think that's dope. So what'll happen is the people in the building won't get a chance to see the on-site, but the people on the pay-per-view will get to see the on-site, as far as on the live stream, obviously. Great performance. I think that was Zay's best performance that I've seen him have so far. I think his last performance, he dipped below his capabilities when he battled Swave 7 on Blood, Sweat, and Tears 7. And if he was here and then he battled Swave and he went like this, when he just battled, I don't know if I think I said right name. I'm tired, y'all. My bad. When he battled Jay Breed just now, he went like this. You know what I'm saying? So he definitely eclipsed his last performance. He showed a lot of growth just now, performance to performance, of what he brings to the table. And for me, yeah, it was his best shit. Jay Breed, remained very consistent. Because I don't want to say his best performance because Jay Breeder's already shown a bunch of great shit, just like his Showoff battle that he had on Blood, Sweat, and Tears. So I don't know if it's his best performance or if it's just another great performance by him in his collection that he's building on RBE, which says a great thing for him. I want you to think that I'm detracting from Jay Breeder's performance by saying that Zay had his best performance ever. Actually, I'm saying that about Zay's because I think Zay dipped down for a hot second. You know what I'm saying? But he corrected that just now. He said, nope, we ain't having that. Here we go. So these two guys had a ridiculous back and forth on onsite. I need y'all to watch that and let us know y'all winners for that too. And the one SK, K Venom versus Profilini. I had Goats texted me during the event as the one SK was on the stream saying you guys need to invest in one of these guys. You know what I'm saying? Literally text me, Goats texting me during the stream. And as far as the other one, I think the other one exhibited some great capabilities as well. So shout out to Lawrence and Wing for grabbing somebody fresh off of the fucking intake card and putting them on the next card, which happened to be a mega event. That's dope for y'all, and y'all put on for yourselves. So I'm looking forward to seeing that footage too. All right, I'm tired of shit, y'all. We about to get up out of here. I think I addressed the things that y'all really wanted to see, which was Swave, Trez, Clips, Raw, and the main event. Ruin your day. Salute, man. I appreciate you. Salute to ARP. You're the man, bro. Book Ilmac. I appreciate that, my guy. I might have just had a conversation with Ilmac recently. It could have been as recent as today. I did interviews last night. I don't know if they're out yet. People saying what's next for RBE, and I said vacation. And this is what always fucks up the vacation. Shit like that. Because I literally was having this conversation today, and I don't want to work right now. I want to go on vacation. I'm tired. These shits is a lot of work, man. Only if y'all knew. It's a lot of work. Marcus Metcalf, appreciate the super. My God, Tato versus Tori Doe in 2023. That would be dope. I like that matchup. Shout out to Tori Doe. It would be her debut as well. I need to get in touch with Tori. I don't think I've ever spoke with Tori before. Justin Coleman, any possibility of live pay-per-view commentary like King of the Dot used to do? Yes, and we've done them for a couple events. Director's done some. I think Lush One has done some before. Rosenberg Raw told me about an idea of him doing some. So yeah, we've done them a bunch of times before, but doing them for every line of live event is something that maybe we need to get back into. So shout out to you. Appreciate that. All right, y'all. I think I'm caught up with all the supers, and I think I spoke on each battle as well as every topic that y'all really is looking to hear from me about. I'm gonna give me some rest, man. I'm tired of shit. I appreciate y'all rocking, man. Thank you for everybody that supported Divide and Conquer 2. Get your VOD at rarebreedent.com or go to rapgrid.com. Catch that. If not, they'll be dropping on YouTube. I don't know when just yet, but sooner or later we're gonna get them up. It's not gonna be too long, but definitely gonna be right away. All right, y'all. So appreciate everybody that's on the VOD. Continue to enjoy it. They're telling us another classic event. It takes a collective to pull that off. So thank you to everybody for that. And I'm gonna go get some sleep so I could be myself next time I'm on this fucking stream. All right, y'all. Salute.